all right. So August sent me this. I don't understand. It's supposed to be some kind of cake drama. I love cake. I don't know. Anyway, it's like TikTok cake drama. I'm kind of curious about it. But August said that there's supposed to be like a pretty somewhat potentially robust conversation to have. I don't think it's about cake. I think it's about relationships and couple advice and stuff. So let's see what we got here.
I'm so freaking fucking upset.
Okay. What happens when I just ask for help? A birthday for my son with no cake because it melted, specifically said no ice cream cake. I mean, okay, that stinks. I feel like
I gotta go get my
First of all, this is really them crying. Like, that's a little embarrassing for you. You're like a grown person and you're gonna cry over this. Like, that's frustrating. And you're gonna. Is this real? Is this a real cry?
I'm so freaking fucking upset. I gotta go get my
All right, relax. Listen, I don't know. You know, as a man, I'll forget some stuff that my wife says. Why didn't you just put the cake in the freezer? Like, where you went to go pick it up? I mean, I imagine whatever place you might have picked it up from, they had it in the freezer. So if you went and you picked it up, you knew it was an ice cream cake, and then you let it melt, or what? Did he leave it on the counter? And you're crying over spilt milk. Basically, it's turning into milk, basically. Okay, it's like a minor communication problem. It's not that big of a deal. Like, okay, it sucks, but like we'll get over it. What's the possible follow-up?
Wild as I usually plan, like huge parties for 50 people, the size of weddings. This is the one party that's like literally just immediate family. It wasn't really about the cake. The fact that
I mean, it is. Like, this is the person crying?
almost every time I've ever asked for help, which I literally almost never do because I do everything myself. Something goes wrong.
Well, my wife does a lot too because when she asks for help, she just doesn't like the way I did a thing, and then she has a meltdown. What's
Even when I'm very specific and particular, because people don't listen, ends up being
people? If it's people, here's the thing: my husband is different from people. If somebody says that my husband doesn't listen, I'm sympathetic to that because I am a husband who doesn't listen. If somebody says people don't listen, I start thinking, you got a little bit of a control problem, girl. I could tell you got a control. This is just bothering me. My mic. I could tell you have a little bit of like I'm in charge problem. I could tell that. That's what I'm coming from. So okay, maybe I'm wrong. Again, you're sitting on here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was a fake audio, but like it's such a specific audio. It's such a specific audio for it to be fake, you know. So, okay.
being me having to stress out about something that was supposedly supposed to help me. Like, I could have
Just put it in the freezer and then have people eat ice cream cake. What does it matter?
bake the damn cake myself like I do for every other birthday. It depended on the fact that I had help. And it came back to bite me in the ass. Solution to that going forward is, we'll just do everything myself.
Or you just communicate with your partner.
Forward, which is not a solution. This is the opposite of a solution. I believe it's what they called weaponized incompetence.
Maybe. I could be. You need to know a lot more to claim weaponized incompetence. Weaponized incompetence is like when you intentionally do something wrong to like get out of doing it. That's my understanding. It's like you're weaponizing your incompetence. The problem is that weaponized incompetence is real, but now it is a buzzword, and so everybody's using it for everything. Described as the phenomenon of strategic incompetence so it's strategic incompetence. So she's implying that there's an intentionality to be incompetent. That's that, like you're assigning intentionality to that. It's also possible you asked to get a cake and he might have just forgot. And part of it is that if you're always doing, and listen, I'm not saying that he's not doing this, but there's also the counter perspective where as a guy, like my wife will do things because she doesn't like me doing them. She has control issues. And then when I do them, she corrects them anyway. So it's like annoying. And so like you don't really do things. And then when you're not really doing things because you're marrying your control fucking freak of a wife that I love to the end of the world and back, all of a sudden you're just not good at doing the things that they want. You know, so it's like maybe that's it. Maybe it was a miscommunication. Maybe they misheard. Maybe you said you didn't want an ice cream cake and he just did. And like you guys are 50-50 in this decision-making process. I don't know. We don't know any specifics other than like you're a TikToker begging for attention.
When, oh my God, well, I can't do it right anyway, so you just do it. But that's the case with literally every single thing in my life involving my kids, involving me, involving the house. That's the answer, right? Nobody else has to step their pussy up. Just mom. Even when mom doesn't mess up, it's still on mom. Took an extra 40 minutes to get another cake. At the end of the day, is it the end of the fucking world? No.
Why didn't you just eat that cake? I don't. What's the aversion to the cake? I'm not understanding to this. Like, what's the big deal with the cake? What happened with this cake that makes it? Because here's my thing. Now I'm questioning. Was it that big of a deal where you needed a new cake? Was somebody lactose intolerant? Why the fuck is it not just bringing up the
overheard.
I'm literally trying to press the video button, and it's just like it keeps skipping it and putting it back to... Oh my god, TikTok is horrible. Jesus. Okay, just... I'm trying to figure out why she didn't want an ice cream cake. What's the context? Okay.
But it's not the point. This is somehow my fault. Like, I'm convinced y'all just fucking hate moms. Like, you just fucking hate mom. Don't pretend to be superwoman. Like, you don't think you can do everything yourself. Ask for help. I asked for help.
Okay, cool. She seems annoying. Is there any update?
I'm freaking fucking upset. I went to the
This video highlights such a common dynamic for so many couples.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't highlight anything. It is a woman saying, I didn't want an ice cream cake, and then she let it melt for some reason, and then she's complaining about it on the internet. She let the ice cream cake melt. Oh, I didn't want an ice cream cake. You knew it was an ice cream cake. You let it melt so you could make a video. There's no world where the ice cream cake melts without her explicitly making it melt. The only way that ice cream cake melts is if the husband brings it home and she leaves it out to melt. That's it. Unless you're saying the husband left it out but you're not. You're being so vague and leads you to believe it. You wanted the cake to melt for a video.
And it showcases how small little acts can really lead to a lack of trust in a relationship.
You're right. All
and
over
that might
cake.
feel blown out of proportion.
It might feel blown,
when we're talking about a birthday cake. But when we talk about domestic labor, caretaking, the mental load, women are often looking at their partners to help them.
True. You don't know any of this is true based on this situation. You are looking to hijack the scenario with zero context given by a content creator who can very easily benefit off of pushing this narrative with all these buzzwords. And you're like, this is what happened. I know that for a fact. And you want to know the reality? Guys don't push back because we don't want to be bothered like pushing back with some dumb fucking bullshit. That's it. Okay.
Step up, to step into parenting. And their partners will say,
Blah, blah, blah.
yes, I will do that.
I will do that.
Yes,
for
I
you.
will get the birthday cake. Yes, I will empty the dishwasher. Yes, I will be better and do better because I want us to both be happy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when they say yes and they do not follow through,
He got a cake. It just was ice cream and she let it melt. That boo-hoo. Why didn't she? Here's the thing. Just go say, I didn't want an ice cream cake. Go get a regular cake. Instead, I'll go do it. No, you tell him. No, bro, I didn't want that. I wanted a fucking regular cake. Oh, shit. Let me go back and get one. Did that conversation happen? Nah, she went and did it herself. Okay, so what does that make? What does that mean?
get the right birthday cake. They do not empty the dishwasher. They do not step up in a meaningful way. It breaks trust. It is little lies, and whether or not they're viewed as lies, it really feels like lip service.
Okay.
Like you're telling someone something and doing the complete opposite, or not following through fully. And so while they're very small
Listen, you got enough time to post TikToks. You got enough time to go to the store and get a new fucking cake, okay?
things, messing up the birthday cake, not emptying the dishwasher, it's small. But those small things add up over time.
Yes, it is true that chores are a big deal. When you have all these little things, they can absolutely build up. This is 100% correct. You don't know any of this is true based on this one situation. It's a fucking ice cream cake. You're assuming so much.
And it makes it very difficult for your partner to have trust in you. And that mistrust can add up over time.
Oh my
and it can
God.
really
You ever think that maybe women just need to speak up more? Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being real. It's like half these problems are because women simply will not communicate their problems. This happens all the time. Women just will not communicate their fucking problems sometimes. They'll just have an issue with you and they will internalize it and they'll push it down and they won't express it to you. And you're like, okay, I guess everything's fine. Like, you grow up. If your husband got an ice cream cake and you didn't want one, go tell your fucking husband to go back to the store and get another cake. Oh, well, that's work. Grow up. That's relationships. You have to talk to your partner and set boundaries. Oh, I'm not going to set any boundaries for my partner, but they repeatedly fuck up. That's your fault. Grow the fuck up and tell your partner to do shit. Well, it's hard. Then be alone. Then be alone. You exist in this world and you're gonna have altercations and interactions with your partner constantly. You guys act like men don't have problems with their fucking women either. We do, and if we don't talk about it, it's our fucking fault. And if you don't talk about it, it's your fucking fault. Oh, men don't help enough around the house. Or okay, great. And sometimes women are so emotionally overloading in their fucking dumping of energy that it can be a burnout. But you don't see guys going like, I'm not fucking crying about it. Different people require different responses and different levels of nurturing and care. If as a woman you need more emotional support, then men should give it to you. If as a man you need more reinforcement to do the dishes the way you want them to be done, or make food the way you want it to be made, or get this right cake, then you need to reinforce that behavior. Shut the fuck up and grow up and start doing that. Because even in her thing, she's like, my husband got the wrong cake. I left it out and I let it fucking melt. And then I had to go get another cake and it took 40 minutes. Okay, why didn't you put it in the fridge instead of put it in the freezer instead of being passive aggressive? And then just tell your husband to go out and get another cake and be like, hey, I really wanted this cake. You got the wrong cake. Well, it's not worth the fight. Then get a divorce. Then you're at this point, like you're being difficult on purpose. I don't tell you.
Spill into other areas of your life. If I can't trust you with the small things, how could I trust you with the big things? Why would I have faith that what you tell me is what you mean?
Oh my god!
And what you say you're
such a fucking moral masturbating right now. Holy fuck!
Going to do, you will. If you show me over and over again that you're not going to do that, even for these small things like our son's birthday.
It's you know, it's so funny. It's like every time these happen too, it's always like some kind of a stay-at-home mom complaining too. That's the best part. It's never a working mom complaining. It's always a fucking stay-at-home mom. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I know this sounds.
This is like a mother of four, and like their job. It looks like this is parenting career. It looks like their career is TikTok. So it's like, oh, we decided to make the split. My husband works, and I stay home and take care of most of the stuff. But I'm gonna go and fucking talk about this issue as if there's a problem with the division of labor in my household. It's like, oh my god,
out of proportion. But I really feel like for so many couples, it's these little things that just add up over time, and then compounded, they feel really heavy.
Yeah.
If you say you are going to do something, you should do that.
Don't do it. If you say you're going to do something, don't do it.
Because your wife can see through the bullshit. She can see through you just saying one thing and doing another.
Okay.
It does not feel good to have somebody tell you something they just think you want to hear. They want you to actually want to be an active participant in the relationship.
We got it.
It's not just about the birthday cake. It's about everything. It's about the way you treat your partner and the respect that is required to partner together.
Yeah, just because the guy got the wrong cake doesn't mean it's a lack of respect. This year, I took my wife to Disney. I love that woman to death, and I'm always here for her emotional support. And you want to know what? I still fuck up around the house. It's not because I don't respect my wife. So just to be clear, let's be also clear. Sometimes I feel like in this new age, we rightfully advocate for women. But then at the same time, we just ignore the things that guys do for women in relationships. And sometimes that's fucking annoying. Like, it just bothers the shit out of me. Like, I understand nowadays a guy has to come to the table with a lot more than just working and making money for a family. But it's almost like you guys don't value that at all. It's just like, sometimes it feels that way when you have an entire online like pipeline just shitting and coming and crying about stuff like this. But okay, excellent stuff. We gotta love it. Gotta love cake boss. I'll send this to my wife.